Have you ever wanted to be the host of your very own realistic Wheel of Fortune game? If so, you've made it to the right place. Hi, I'm Tim from Tim's Slideshow Games, and in this video, I'm going to show how you can utilize my Wheel of Fortune from PowerPoint tool to create and play Wheel of Fortune games with ease. So the first thing you gotta do is download Wheel of Fortune from PowerPoint. You can find that on my website. Here, you'll find a link to this in the description below. It is compatible with PowerPoint 2007 or newer on Windows. You'll also need to come up with your own puzzles. If you need help with this, you can get some inspiration from past Wheel of Fortune solutions on sites like these. Or, another thing you can do is personalize puzzles based on you and your contestants. For instance, if you and a contestant both went to Cancun recently, you can create a puzzle like Surfing Miami Vice. Anyway, I highly recommend you print and write down your puzzles with my solution cards, which you can also find on my site. This is for your own good. You don't want to be stumbling trying to remember how many AMs are in your puzzles, right? Alright, so now onto the presentation itself. The first thing you'll see here is a security warning that some active content has been disabled. What is active content? Well, they're macros, also known as code, that run the puzzle board and the score functionality. You're going to need to enable this content in order for this tool to be functional. So I'm going to enable that right now. Alright, and now I'm going to go to the slideshow, and I'm going to head straight to the puzzle board until you're watching this video. Alright, so now let's set up the game and the first puzzle. First thing we got to do is name our contestants. So I'm going to name player 1 as Jim. We're going to name player 2 as Bob. And we're going to name player 3 as Kate. Not Jade, Kate. Alright, so now let's set up the puzzle. I had an idea for a puzzle. Let's do Who Let the Dogs Out. Now the category for that is It's a Song. Now let's go to the puzzle tiles themselves. Notice how as I hover over the top, my cursor changes. Now that's because when you hit the top of a tile, it turns white. If you hit anywhere else, it becomes a place where you can type letters. Now, of course, you don't want to be typing letters when you're setting up the puzzle. So let's finish setting this up. Alright, so who is 3 letters? What is 3 letters? The is 3 letters. Dog is 4 letters. And out is 3 letters. Alright, and one more thing you can do if you want to have some fun is you can toggle the backdrops, the scenery of the studio, by hitting the Wheel of Fortune button. Toggle between a stadium theme, or a Valentine's Day theme, or a dark theme, depending on your mood and preference. Okay, so we're all set, and now the contestants are ready to join in and start playing. We're going to start with Jim, and the first thing you do in Wheel of Fortune is that you spin the wheel. So let's spin the wheel. Alright, so to spin the wheel, you just click the wheel to spin, and then click it again to stop. Alright, so Jim lands on $600. And Jim's going to guess the letter D. There is one D in the puzzle. So I'm going to type that D, and Jim's going to get the $600. Okay, so now Jim wants to buy a vowel. Vowels in the show typically cost $250. And a quick way to deduct that is by hitting the buy vowel button right here. There we go. Jim wants to buy the vowel O. And there are 3 O's in the puzzle. So let's input those O's. 2 and 3. So now Jim's going to spin the wheel again. He spins it, and he lands on a free play. Okay, that's good news for him. Remember that a free play means you can guess a consonant for $500 a piece for no penalty, or you can get a free vowel. And I think he's going to take the free vowel this time, and he's going to guess the E letter as his vowel. There are 2 E's in the puzzle, so I'm going to input those E's. Get to spin again. Alright, what does he get this time? He gets $500. But he's going to guess the letter J, and unfortunately there's no J's in this puzzle. So, I'm going to type the letter J here, as in the letters used section, so hopefully no other contestant guesses that letter. I mean, they could, but it's for their own loss. Now it's Bob's turn. Bob's going to spin the wheel now. And he lands on $650. He's going to guess the letter T. There are 3 T's in the puzzle. So let's type in those T's. First T, second T, and third T. Now Bob gets $650 for each T in the puzzle. So that's 650 times 3. Isn't that kind of hard to calculate? Well, lucky for you, here's a shortcut. You see this dollar sign right there that's highlighted? You click on that, and you get this window known as Quick Add. So you can type a number or an arithmetic expression, and that number gets added over to Bob's score. So in this case, he gets 650 times 3. Not 4, 3. And there we go. Bob just earned $1,950, 650 times 3. Isn't that pretty cool? Now Bob is also going to buy a vowel. He's going to go for a U. There's one U in the puzzle. I'm going to type in that U. Now he's going to spin again. And he lands on $2,500. Impressive. But he guesses the letter F, and there's no F's in the puzzle, so he didn't get that money. Type the F here. Now it's Kate's turn. Kate's going to spin the wheel. Kate lands on a bankrupt. Oh, that's unfortunate. And Kate doesn't have any money to begin with, but if she did have money, you'd hit the X right there, and it would zero out all the money. Back to Jim. Jim spins. He also lands in the bankrupt. Alright, so now I can show you the X zeroes out his money. Back to Bob. Bob's turn to spin. $2,500 again. Man, is he lucky. Okay. He's going to guess the letter H. There are 2 H's in the puzzle. So, okay, let's add the first H and the second H. $2,500 each is $5,000, but I'm just going to do the math here again. Just to show you quick add because it's awesome. $5,000. Man, he is getting it through. Okay, now at this point, Mom is feeling pretty confident he knows the solution to the puzzle, and he goes for it. He guesses who let the dogs out. And he got it right. Yay! Now, as you can see, you can hit the lights over here, and it helps animate the stage. So this is the kind of animation you can use if a player solves a puzzle. And you click it again to stop it. So that's it. That's the round. Alright, so let's transfer the Bob's $6,700 into his totals. And let's zero out everyone else's money. Oh, they're already zeroed. But you would just do this again in case you wanted to. Now let's clear the board, prepare for the next round. Now, what I'm going to do for the next round is that I want to pick different wheels. So you see this tab right here? I'm going to change it over to the mystery round. And when you go to the mystery round, you'll see that the wheels are different. We now have mystery wedges, just like in the game show. Now, remember, if a player lands on the mystery wedge, they can get $1,000 for each consonant guessed, or they can take a gamble with the mystery indicator for $10,000 or a bankrupt, a 50-50 chance. You can emulate this using this button, and then you can generate their outcomes. See? See how it changes like that? Just like so. And there are 4 different rounds, as you can see. And if you're ever confused on how a wheel works, just hit the question mark right there, and you'll see how it works. So that's pretty much it. You then set up the next puzzle just like you did the first, play the next round, transfer whoever wins into their totals, and you keep going until you finish all your puzzles. So let's end the game and call it a day. I hope this video helps you make the most out of your next Wheel of Fortune game. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave me a comment below. I am still planning updates for this tool, so keep an eye out on my website for any future versions that bring more functionality. Thanks for watching, man.